Independence Square in Philadelphia, birthplace of the Declaration of Independence and the American Constitution, fittingly hears a most significant Independence Day speech. President Kennedy takes the occasion to call for a long-range American partnership with a united Europe. Warning that this will not easily be built, he adds,
"But I will say here and now, on this day of independence, that the United States will be ready for a declaration of interdependence, that we will be prepared to discuss with a united Europe the ways and means of forming a concrete Atlantic partnership, a mutually beneficial partnership between the new union now emerging in Europe and the old American Union, founded here 175 years ago."
In our day, certain economic proofs have become accepted as self-evident. A second Bill of Rights, under which a new basis of security and prosperity can be established for all, regardless of station or race or creed. Among these are the right to a useful and remunerative job, the right to earn enough to provide adequate food and clothing and recreation.
The Great Society rests on abundance and liberty for all. It demands an end to poverty and racial injustice.
The right of every family to a decent home, the right to adequate medical care, and the opportunity to achieve and enjoy good health. The right to adequate protection from the economic fears of old age, sickness, accident, and unemployment.
Your imagination and your initiative and your indignation will determine whether we build a society where progress is the servant of our needs, or a society where old values and new visions are buried under unbridled growth.
To the advance of freedom everywhere, to the day of peace with justice.
The Department of Labor building at Washington is picketed by independent worker organizations as delegates arrive for the Labor Management Conference. Among them, John L. Lewis of the United Mine Workers moves swiftly through the picket line and is closely followed by the head of the American Federation of Labor, William Green. Also attending this important gathering is Philip Murray of the CIO and Sidney Hillman of the International Ladies Garment Workers Union, Eric Johnston, U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Ira Mosher, President of the National Association of Manufacturers, and veteran AFL executive Matthew Wohl are also on hand. This meeting, first of a series at which labor and management will endeavor to iron out their differences, is opened by President Truman.
The fact that I'm the first president of the United States to hold a lifetime membership in an AFL-CIO union.
Lift your eyes beyond the dangers of today to the hopes of tomorrow.
The time has come for labor and management to handle their own affairs in the traditional American democratic way. Labor and management must work together to expand the economy of our nation as they work together to protect the safety of our nation.
The purpose of protecting the life of our nation and preserving the liberty of our citizens is to pursue the happiness of our people.
The elementary right of free men is to make a free choice.
We all know the meaning of work, of family, and of country. Sitting at the negotiating table, we were guided by three principles in our demands. Is it good for our people? Is it fair to the other fella and to the customer? And is it good for the industry?
For in your time, we have the opportunity to move not only toward the rich society and the powerful society, but upward to the great society.
So if anyone asks you if labor will have a seat at the table in my White House, I hope you know the answer. Of course you will. Labor built the table, and there's going to be enough chairs around it for everybody to have a place.
What we're seeing from them is this constant war against unions, a constant attack on working Americans by weakening worker protections, undermining workplace safety, gutting your ability to save for retirement, preventing you from forming a union.
Samuel Gompers, who founded the American Federation of Labor and who literally gave his life to that cause, said, "Doing for people what they can and ought to do for themselves is a dangerous experiment."
And when one man is enslaved, all are not free. To all mankind, freedom is indivisible. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.